Our planet has changed in ways that has a profound impact on all of humankind. The damage is for all to see. Hundreds of thousands of lives lost, ecosystems destroyed, species driven to extinction, increasing frequency of natural calamities, social unrest. The Earth as we know it is dying. It's time to reverse the trend, reverse the damage, and embrace sustainability. As one of the world's largest energy behemoths, ONGC has a vital role to play. Maharatna ONGC has been steering the movement of the United Nations Global Compact program in India since the beginning. ONGC demonstrates its commitment towards sustainability through Carbon Management and Sustainability Group, which has a wide and encompassing mandate.
As a fitting commitment of company's motto of growing green, we have adopted three important policies: Sustainable Development Policy, Sustainable Water Management Policy, and Greening the Vendor Chain Policy. Further, with the commitment to sustainable growth, CMNSC Group of ONGC and ONGC Energy Center have undertaken a number of projects on renewable energy, be it wind, solar thermal, tidal, and also number of initiatives has been taken on mitigation of GHG emission.
Climate change is a global challenge and is considered the greatest sustainability threat of the 21st century. Anthropogenic greenhouse gas emissions, considered the most potent cause of climate change, are emitted mainly from burning fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas. Sustainable growth requires companies to track their performances and ensure that their actions do reduce their GHG emissions. ONGC's approach towards sustainable growth is primarily through carbon management and low carbon growth. ONGC is inspired by the Prime Minister's National Action Plan on Climate Change. ONGC's working model of achieving sustainable development through carbon management has been a driver of change in many sectors of the Indian industry. On the 53rd Foundation Day of ONGC in 2008, ONGC adopted the mission of attaining carbon neutrality in a sustainable manner. The first step was to develop the carbon footprint, that is, a list of the sources of the GHG emissions and their quantities, and then develop an action plan of mitigation. ONGC has completed its corporate-wide carbon footprint study covering 427 facilities and has devised a detailed action plan for carbon neutrality. As a first phase, ONGC is rendering some select work centres, 5 institutions, and business trips carbon neutral by January 2015. Reduction of flaring by capturing waste gas and bringing it back to production mainstream is considered an excellent option for sustainable growth. Across ONGC, there is a drive for implementing sustainable gas flare reduction projects. An important contributor towards the low-carbon growth is the arrest of fugitive emission under the Global Methane Initiative Partnership. ONGC is a trailblazer among the non-American oil companies way back in 2007, when it had signed an MOU with United States Environment Protection Agency to undertake field-based leak detection and measurement of fugitive methane in its production facilities. A core team has completed leak detection and measurement of hydrocarbon at most of the ONGC key installations. Our expertise is recognized outside. The core team has helped GAIL India Limited in leak detection survey at its Vijaypur gas plant. ONGC's formal journey towards carbon management began in 2005. The potential of the Kyoto Protocol and the Clean Development Mechanism under Kyoto Protocol to combat climate change through GHG mitigation is well understood by the company's top management. ONGC's success in CDM project development is unprecedented in India and is one of the greatest in the world. ONGC has 12 registered CDM projects, with 3 more due for registration. The biggest success, the registration of 726 megawatt gas-based power project of ONGC Tripura Power Company, which will fetch a whopping 1.6 million carbon credits per annum for over 10 years, has been feted by President Pranab Mukherjee and is lauded by Prime Minister Narendra Modi during the inauguration of the second phase commissioning of OTPC. The journey is continuing unabated. ONGC's quest towards low carbon growth goes beyond its organizational boundaries. As a good corporate citizen, ONGC has steered and sponsored Petrotech 2010 and Petrotech 2014 as carbon neutral events. The greatest impact of climate change will be on water, and availability of fresh water to industry is a major sustainability challenge for all industries. ONGC's sustainability pursuit includes sustainable water management as well as through 4R doctrines: reduce, reuse, recycle and replenish. ONGC has started a comprehensive water mapping of its onshore facilities. The feasibility of setting up a 20 MLD seawater desalination plant at Uran Processing Complex to meet its freshwater requirements is being studied. On the recycle front, ONGC's Mehsana asset has established infrastructure to recycle drilling fluid to control the expenses and non-optimal usage of natural resources. ONGC has entered into the foray of sewage treatment to reuse its wastewater. Rainwater harvesting is another area where ONGC is working aggressively. Rainwater harvesting, to store the rainwater for groundwater recharge or local usage, is being practiced along all major work centres of ONGC. ONGC is actively pursuing research and development activities on low-carbon alternatives. A number of MOUs have been signed with global researchers to work on clean energy and low-carbon growth. Industrial waste is a bane to all industries, and its management a key sustainability issue. Integrating with the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, ONGC has developed a sustainable waste management policy and program to reduce the overall waste generation and derive value out of it. ONGC took a monumental leap in the year 2009-2010 when it commenced communicating its environmental performance. ONGC is committed to continuing the process of sustainability reporting with incremental coverage of environmental and social performance indicators with increased transparency. Stakeholders' engagement is a regular phenomenon, and our materiality issues have been identified and prioritized by such engagements. ONGC is aware of its responsibility as the most valued Maharatna. It has the onerous task of sensitizing its vendors about the virtues of sustainable growth. There is a corporate policy on greening vendor chain with a vision of gradually moving towards having a green procurement policy. ONGC has adopted the green building concept and is constructing green buildings to house its offices. The buildings are designed on sustainable and environment-friendly architectural concept, resulting in environment protection, water conservation, energy efficiency, usage of recycled products, and renewable energy. The green buildings at Mumbai and Dehradun are functional. No wonder numerous awards and recognitions galore. The numerous initiatives have started giving exemplary results. In 2013-2014, GHG emission is reduced by 7% by implementing various measures and technological intervention.
We are gradually maturing in the pursuit of sustainable growth of the company. This year we have extended our reporting boundaries of SR to the ONGC Videsh Limited and MRPL. We have developed GHG inventory of the company, and now we are in the process of doing the water footprint and develop the data on the water consumption of the company. To broaden the horizon of sustainability of the company, we are focusing on R&D activities for low carbon technology, wind power and solar energy, in addition to biomass.
ONGC's leadership believes in transparency, accountability and sustainability. With increased fervour, it is committed to protect this fragile ecosystem and our home, this beautiful planet Earth.
I would like to thank all the stakeholders for their sustained cooperation and collaboration in the successful journey of ONGC.
The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep.